Hi, I'm just me.
And I'm Ralgash.
Dun, 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 dun.
And today we are doing a list of our picks for the top 10 horror movies. I have 5 and she has 5. So 5 to 1, least to most. Yeah, like the top 10 video games.
Yeah.
Do you want to go first?
Sure. There was a lot for me to choose from, like everything from Attack of Killer Clowns from Outer Space and Last Man on Earth and, you know, a few classics like Frankenstein and Dracula and that, but as special effects progressed in that, I started falling in love with newer movies. So, one movie, my number 5 would be The Lost Boys. And I fell in love with Kiefer Sutherland in that movie.
Okay. My list was not hard. I have my favorites. I know my favorite. So we're going to start with my number 5 is The Exorcist. Specifically, the re-released extended edition. I saw it in theater, and there are parts that came out that make the movie make more sense than the, like, 70s edit. Yeah, still horrifying. Either edit, horrifying, but ooh, Reagan coming down those stairs all like, nightmares, man. Nightmares. On the big screen.
Talented to get down the stairs like that.
Ooh, I don't know enough behind the scenes to know if that was actually her or some kind of like stunt double twisted mannequin thing.
I like how they do a lot of, like, some of the special effects with people's heads too, where they're going, ah, you know, like some, and it's like jolty. Yeah, that's particularly horrifying.
Are you talking about like when their heads spin or the like ghost twitch?
Yeah, the ghost twitch and stuff. For me, the next one is a little bit silly. My number 4. You never know when a tomato can turn bad. That's Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. That was particularly horrifying. Yeah, and funny. And horrifying. You'll never look at a tomato the same again.
Never seen it.
No?
Been told a bazillion times that I should see it.
I had the original movie and I went looking for it, and then I remembered I loaned it out one time and I never got it back.
Should never loan stuff out.
But I have the other editions of Attack of the Killer Tomatoes.
So my number 4 is Cabin Fever. The first one. The original one. Because I haven't seen the remake and I'm not going to judge something that I haven't seen, even though I do that about Ghostbusters all the time. Oh, karma. So, I liked that the killer wasn't a killer. I liked that it's not necessarily from the point of view of the victim. And it's like before all the viral zombies were really a thing. So like having a virus be a thing, it wasn't yet, and it was fascinating and I loved it. So Cabin Fever is my number 4.
Well, what list is complete without a perfectly good werewolf movie? My number 3 is Dog Soldiers. I almost picked Cursed, but I decided I like Dog Soldiers better, and I didn't want to make the whole list all werewolf movies, because I am a fan of werewolf movies. And it's kind of like, what would happen if werewolves met up with a group of soldiers, and there's a little bit of humor in it, and so it's a good mix. You'd have to definitely check it out. Your turn.
My number 3 is Scream. I'm not sure what I love about it so much. It's from my era. It was, I don't know, one of the first horror movies I was ever really into. And I wish I knew what about it I liked so much. I just like it.
It's the only way to explain it is to tell the person they'd have to see it.
Yeah, like it's iconic and still ridiculous, and it's a good movie. I like it. I'm not good at this.
My number 2. I died laughing throughout this movie. Eight-Legged Freaks. Eight-Legged Freaks is the name of the movie. And it's about these giant spiders, these giant mutant spiders that overtake a town. And it's quite funny. And some of the scenes are a little disturbing, but you'd still end up laughing in the end.
That was a pretty good movie.
Yeah, it was pretty good. You seen it?
I've seen it. It was a long time ago.
I have a copy of it at home.
Everything is a long time ago. I said it a lot.
I have a copy of it at home. I liked it that much. I went out and bought it.
Maybe we review it sometime.
Yeah. Your turn.
My number 2. This was almost my number 1, but then I thought about it. So my number 2 is The Tingler. It's a Vincent Price movie. It is awesome. It's about a scientist who is studying the physical effects of fear. Yeah, I don't want to spoil too much. You should see it. It's in black and white, but there's this one scene where it is in color, and it is such, I don't know, the effect is just so jarring, because it's like black and white, color, and it's, I don't know, something about it, just, I liked it. Not to mention, the original release, they put little buzzers in the chairs, because one of the things, if the monster is near you, your back tingles. So the original release in the theaters, they had these like shockers in some of the seats, and there's a part in the movie where they're like, oh no, it's running into the theater, and then like the screen goes, pretty sure the screen goes black, and then they would like shock people in the audience. And it was The Tingler. You need to watch it, and then we need to have some like petition or something to have it re-released in theaters, because I want to see it.
With the shockers.
Yes, of course with the shockers.
Yeah.
I'll sign a waiver for that.
Okay, number 1.
Ooh.
Oh boy. It was not hard. There was no contest for me to pick this one as number 1. It is the stuff of nightmares for me.
Okay.
For the longest time after seeing this movie, I had a terrible aversion to mirrors. And the name of the movie? Mirrors. I actually have it with me. I brought it with me so I can show you this movie. Originally, the reason I got into seeing the movie was because of Kiefer Sutherland, I mentioned before, from Lost Boys. I thought this wouldn't be too bad. It's got Kiefer Sutherland in it, and he does a fantastic job. And it just scared the snot out of me.
This cover is holographic.
Yep. Have you seen it?
So we should watch this. What's it actually about? I wasn't paying attention. There was hollow.
It's about these people that die horribly. And if I say too much, it might give it away. I don't want to give it away. It's really creepy, this movie. Things that really mess with your head.
See, now I want to watch it.
Yeah?
I mean, not necessarily right now, but at some point.
Well, I brought it over.
That's awesome. So I guess it's my number one.
Yep.
Okay, anyone who knows me knows darn well what my number one was gonna be. It was either this or Vincent Price.
So
and
predictable.
I just love it. I love everything about Jaws. It's just so...
I thought you were going to surprise me or something.
I don't know. I like the suspense of the shark. I like the ridiculousness of the animatronic shark. For the time, though, like, wow, those effects. Wow, those effects. It was the first movie to be filmed actually at sea. They took a giant freaking robot shark and dunked it in the ocean and filmed a movie. Does no one appreciate that? No one? Just me?
It's a shark. I think sharks are misunderstood pretty much.
Yeah, top of the list. My favorite animal. I love sharks even when they try to eat you. I could sit here and talk about Jaws all day, like all day. I could reach over and grab it for you right now. I'm looking at it right... You know what?
You brought yours.
Just so you know.
I brought mine.
Still in frame. Never be out of arm's reach from your Jaws. Yeah.
That I always buy the ones that I like.
I have the entire collection.
Oh, book made its way in there.
The Revenge, the book. Yeah, yeah.
The French version.
No, that's just Jaws 2. They have the French in this one too. We live in Canada, we have language laws. True fact. So yeah. This is my favorite movie. So like this if you like this.
Comment.
Subscribe for new videos Mondays and Fridays.
And share. Because sharing is fun. You can watch this anytime you want. If,
You want to borrow one of my movies?
Oh, I've already seen Jaws a few times.
Or the book?
No.
The book is not like the movie.
Oh, I know.
The book is not like the movie.
No.
Like the movie a lot more. So I guess join us next time when something happens. Maybe a movie review. Maybe.
Yeah, we should do a movie review.
And I guess we're gonna have to try to watch the last of that triple feature that broke the old Blu-ray player.
Yeah.
Yay! So subscribe for that, hopefully.
Bye.
Bye. You should never loan stuff out. I, myself, still have a CD from a girl in middle school. Hi Lolly, I have your Aqua CD. And it's not like I stole it on purpose, but life happens, and then that's why I never lend anything out.